Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 again, coming at you with another Transformers video review. And today is going to be a bit of a special review. This is going to be one of my more retro reviews, although this toy is new to me. Funny little story about how I acquired this. As you can see, this is the Dark of the Moon Jetwing Optimus. And I do have the box here. But we are going to zoom in over here and just take a look at the box a little bit. And I actually got it at a used comics slash action figure store, a collectible store I should say. And I got it for only $75 because it was open and broken. But the thing is the break was very minor. Looking here at the back of the box, we do have our vehicle mode and our robot mode. This one also does have the transforming gas can gun, which I am thrilled about. Coming here on top, Supreme Class, and more pictures on the bottom. And that's pretty much it for the box. But the brake, as it was, the little pin that holds the wheel on was missing, is why it was broken. But I have a couple versions of this figure from before, of the very original release that came from the original Revenge of the Fallen movie. And so I just took this whole blue piece here that the wheel is attached to and swapped it for the one that I always have attached to my Jetfire on display, because I don't really transform and move him around. So basically, I got a whole nother toy out of it for pretty cheap. But yeah, this is Optimus, the time he decided to cosplay as an X-Wing. We do have the big mounted Gatling guns up here. We do get the wings here in the back, and they do come forward. And again, they do split out. So we do get our X-Wing Optimus with extra big cannons. But if you want to just display him as a normal truck, you can just unhook this whole thing. Whoop. Unhooking parts that I'm not trying to unhook here. Just go ahead and set that down. But I believe it should just wiggle off. Come on. There we go. It just hooks on with these two pegs and these two slots right around his trailer hitch. Slot, slot, peg, peg. So if you just want to have him in his regular truck mode, there's that. And we'll take this whole jetpack piece away for a moment and do that's just not going to stay on right now, is it? Okay. So just for a couple size comparisons, here he is next to Siege Ultra Magnus. I totally bumped the camera a bunch, didn't I? And here he is next to the movie masterpiece Optimus. Accidentally kicking things. And then here we have him next to the original Revenge of the Fallen version of the mold. And as you can see, there's not too much physical difference here. Pretty much as far as the truck mode goes, the only real difference you're going to see is actually on this side with the transforming smokestacks. The panel lines on that. So we'll take that away. Now, as far as the transformation goes, I think I have done this with the Jetfire, but I'll just do it quickly, but still do the whole thing. So first thing we're going to do, and I should mention that I do not have any batteries in this right now, so there aren't any working electronics. I do believe the electronics do work, I just don't care. So, but we're going to separate that grill and pop these wheel pieces down. Come on. And just separate this whole top of the truck, and it's holding nice and tight, even though I don't want it to. Oh, come on. There, come on. Everything else is letting go. There we go. And then we're gonna come up here and lift up these red tire guards. Just sort of rotate them off to the side a little bit. Bring this whole assembly, oh, actually we do need to keep that straight. Bring this whole assembly down. And yeah, it was specifically this pin that was missing originally. Well, we're going to fold these up into the leg, separate the feet, open them up, fold these in, tab these feet, clip in, and we're going to bring these legs down, and then we're going to come up here to top of truck. We're going to separate his arms. I'm going to lift these panels up. There we go. Flip this back, and for this, we're going to untab these gas tank pieces here, tab these here, and we are going to slide them off, and slide them off. Come on. So we're going to there we go. What the heck was going on with that? Okay. And we're going to bring this panel out on this slider. Bring this out on the slider. And we can fold these in and rotate this around. And there is a slot right here that's going to go over this tab right here. Like so. Rinse and repeat with the other side. Go over that tab. Make sure these are clipped in. We are gonna fold these up like so. Fold this up like so. Rotate it around, and this little hole will go over this little post right here. Okay, apparently this side doesn't want to go on. We're just going to kind of stick that there and not force it. And we're going to take these two window pieces and just kind of wiggle them loose. Actually, it might help if I move these arms like so, like so. Bring these up, like so. Bring the arms out to the sides. We're going to bring this whole assembly like so out and up, and we're going to fold this arm back on the double hinge, plug it all in. We're going to bring this head piece up like so, and we're going to rinse and repeat with this other arm. Bring it up and around, bring this piece back, plug it all in. Then we are going to bring these pieces, we're going to fold this little blue bit out, fold this little blue bit out. We're going to bring these down, and then this little nub right here. He's gonna slide it in here in his abs and like hook in. Oh man, it's been so long I totally forgot to discuss Angry Truck with the eyebrows. I should be ashamed. Just slide that in there. That. And I should mention there's a little bigger gap up here where it's supposed to go in. And there we go. You are not cooperating. Stop being uncooperative. And then we just make sure that these top pieces are plugged in snug. Angle those windshield pieces. I'm going to go ahead and connect that waist in, and usually there would be some electronics there, I believe. Now for the arms, going to bring this up. Going to fold up his shoulder spikes, bring his arms down like so, bring the air filters up, and bring the air filter up. Then we come here to the arm, we bring this out, fold this over, then bring it underneath, and we can rotate his hand so that it's facing up towards this blue bit. And then we're just going to rinse and repeat that. And there we have him in his, I don't know why his head's not, there we go. There we have him in his robot mode. Some of the ratchets are a little more stiff on this one, probably because of the big jetpack. But yeah, still does look very nice. And yeah, this one has the Dark of the Moon abs, which is cool. Now, as far as the smokestack pieces, what we do is the first one, we're just going to push up on this whole lever bit and try and get it. These are really snug. And I want to make sure I don't do anything that will cause any serious damage. Yeah. It's also really hard to do this because I still have a sore spot on my thumb from where Unicron stabbed me. Come on. There we go. Just needed to use my shirt to get a little extra tension in there. And then, come on, go the rest of the way. There we go. Come on. Bring that out, and then this just gonna fold over and plug in here like so. This one's a bit more complicated. So this one we want to, let's see. Pretty sure we're supposed to twist this part first. Can't tell if I'm doing it wrong or if it's just fighting me more. I think it's okay. Yeah, there we go. Just unhook this whole bit and open it up. Then over here we want to come on. There we go. I'll pop this, or it'll go back into place. Pop this open, and yeah, you want to bring this out on this hinge, and then this whole piece is going to rotate around, and I believe believe we rotate this all the way back around like so. And then there is a little divot here, though it doesn't actually like click in or snag or anything. It just kind of like sits there. And I think for this part you just kind of have to fold it over and then just let it look all weird like that. But now what we do is this little post right here is going to go into this little hole right here. So we're going to do that, and then this groove will go over the bend in the smokestack, but do that like so. And the handle is this piece right here, so bring that down a little again, and we can just slide that right into his hand like so. And now he has his, or had his smokestack weapon. Come on. There we go. So yeah, there he is with his smokestack blaster that he had in the movies. And I think it's really cool that they did add that later on. And I'm glad that I finally have a version that includes that. Now, with the other versions there, normally would be swords on the back. And you can see the arms are sculpted a little different because they have these clips for the big guns. So we're going to go ahead and move to the part where we attach his jetpack. But first we are going to take this and we are actually going to transform it back into the gas tanks. Come on. Just trying to do this real quick. And we are going to fold this over and just set this like this. We both want them in this orientation. And we're going to bring this jetpack in again. Make sure that I get this piece here. And yeah, since they already popped off, you do want to take these two pieces off from the very back here. But we are going to come here and unhook these Gatling guns and just sort of bring them out. And then we want to take these panels here and I do believe to get him ready, first of all, I know we got to bring these red bits down, and I think we gotta bring, these down. Not 100% sure. Okay, I think we do leave those up actually. But we are going to bring this whole assembly up. Yeah. And we want to bring the big gray panels over his shoulders like so. And just bring those down. I'm just going to flatten these out because I keep doing that anyway. Bumped that place again. Oh yeah, this whole assembly here, this is going to hook under. So on a spring it'll come under and hook on like that. Then we bring these down and lock them into place like that. And then we come here and open this handle, and we'll slide it into his hand, and that'll line up this big clip piece here to lock into his arm like so. Then no, it's not. It's going slightly to the side. That's not supposed to do that. There we go. And then we can close this on top, locking it in. And we will do the same with the other side. We bring this over. We're gonna open this up. Oh, that's not right. Then bring this up. Line up the handle with his hand and the locking pins. Put that together. Close that up. And there's that. And then we take these pieces, and they are going to hook around the back of his feet, which I'm guessing is to give him a little more stability. But yeah, so this you want to go wheel side. So bring it over like this, like so. And again, you want the little extra piece to go wheel side. And there is that. Then we just bring these up. And I don't think there's actually a specific place they plug in. They just kind of like hang over, like so. But there is one more thing. And these thrusters here actually open up. And then the gas tanks. This is the right side. This part of the gas tank hooks onto these little series of pegs here. Just squeeze it in there. And hook it on, and then you close it up, and now you have storage for his backpack gas tanks, which I think is also very cool. There we go. And let's bring this back up. And yeah, now we have our Jetwing Optimus Prime. There we go. And boy does he look cool, if you ask me. And for comparison, I'll bring in the Prime that donated parts, the one that I always keep on my Jetfire, so you can see how they stack up. But yeah, the missing pin is just that right there. And seeing as how this is pretty much just for display, it's fine. And if I ever, for some reason, wanted to switch them out or whatever, I do have that other one, because I originally had two of these. I'm glad I did. But yeah, there's our main comparison. And we'll get him out of the way. And unfortunately, I don't have a Dark of the Moon Megatron. Well, but I do have the movie masterpiece 07 Megatron. So there's that. I do want to get that Unique Toys Dark of the Moon Megatron, though. It actually looks really cool. But yeah, let's see, a few things. The barrels do rotate, so you can, get them to spin. Again, the wings move up and down, back and forth. He is pretty chunky in this mode, so make sure you have enough display space. But yeah, well, I say that like he's still readily available. I pretty much drew a lottery when I found this guy for the price I did. But yeah, really glad to have this guy in my collection finally. Again, the base mold I've had, but getting the one with the transforming smokestacks was already something I wanted. And then to get the whole jetpack thing too, super thrilled about that. Just super thrilled. But yeah, overall, a really cool toy back then, a really cool toy back now. But very thrilled to have this in hand. If you can somehow manage to find it for a good price, I definitely recommend it. But again, I'm also somebody who really loved the original Revenge of the Fallen mold anyway, It's one of those molds that a lot of people say is too complex, but I really enjoyed it for its complexity. So, to each their own. But yeah, I think that's all there really is to discuss on this one. Pretty much anything else is pretty standard knowledge anyway. And again, this isn't exactly new, but I did want to do a little video about it because I was so excited to have it. And I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.